Well, we have rebounded a bit from Monday. 1-5 to start, 5-1 yesterday, and honestly, I thought we had it. I started to talk a little smack in our chalkboard channel, and then Julio Rodriguez went yard ultra late to end up going over. But 5-1 yesterday, I think everybody is pretty happy with that. Make sure you're hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, and then the biggie. We got to talk about it. Banner at the bottom of the screen and at the top. So click the link in the description to sign up for PrizePicks. You're going to get up to $100 on your first deposit. That part is very easy. The second benefit to this is what you're going to get from us. And you see it on the bottom of the screen. Odds Shopper Pick'em Package. 1 month for free. It's a $45 value. You're getting all of the positive EV plays that we see at PrizePicks, No House Advantage, Underdog. You get expected win rates all across the board. We have builder tools that'll allow you to set up the cards that you want. You get it all for free for a month. Again, $45 value, and all you have to do is sign up at PrizePicks using the link in the description. Or if you're already at PrizePicks, sign up for our Odd Shopper package. It's going to help you out quite a bit. You can get 70% off your first month with the promo code WELCOME. Again, you'll get the same things that I just detailed if you're already at PrizePicks. Either way, click that link if you can. We're on to today. 6 more plays. 5 unders. We have one thing that we can cheer for today, and I don't think anybody's going to be all that mad about it unless you hate the Dodgers. First up on the list of unders is going to be Corbin Carroll. They're taking on the Nats. They're on the road. Interesting battle here. It's Corbin Carroll against Patrick Corbin. I don't know what to do there, but it is a lefty-lefty matchup, and that is not a very good thing for Corbin Carroll, or most people that are lefty hitters facing lefty hitters. Now, the implied run total here for Arizona actually is pretty good, 4.9. And Corbin Carroll, he's got the bat on him for sure, and there's a power potential there. But we've seen this sort of setup over the first 2 days where guys with bigger power bats, it's a lot easier to want to take their unders. When they beat you going away. But there's no bonus points or bonus losses for losing big. If I've got to be under 7.5, or I've got to be under 9 fantasy points, I've got him at 7.5. But if I've got to be under 9, I don't care if he scores 10 or 20 or 30. None of that matters to me. I just want him to be under. How far over he goes is irrelevant. They're all losses. So in this scenario, I think the extremes are high, but he's 69% to be under 9 fantasy points today. This lefty-lefty matchup is not great. Corbin Carroll's my number 1 play on PrizePicks. Our second under for today is going to be Nolan Arenado. They play at 8 o'clock. They're taking on the Rangers on the road. John Gray on the hill. He's got a 3.97 projected FIP at Steamer. We've got the righty-righty matchup. 4.2 run implied total for Arenado and the Cardinals. We know his skill set. We know what we're getting here. This is just not that great of a matchup overall. The line is set at 7. I've got him projected at 7, which means he's going under that mark 62% of the time. This feels like a really easy spot, if I'm being honest. Do I like targeting Nolan Arenado for an under? Of course not. But this is the stuff that people don't want to do. And if the general public, are avoiding taking unders on guys of his stature, I'm going to assume this is the spot we want to be. Next up, we're taking the under on Pete Alonso. Mets are taking on the Braves in Atlanta. Charlie Morton on the hill for the Braves. He's got a 3.65 projected FIP. That is some pretty high-level talent. Not that you're surprised. Righty-righty matchup, 4.3 run implied total for the Mets. Not exactly a fantastic offensive environment. And like we said before, Pete Alonso, big power, but I don't care if he gets 27 fantasy points today. The line is set at 7.5. I got him projected for 7.7. That makes it pretty easy. Under 61% of the time, lock and load on Pete Alonso against Charlie Morton. Go Braves. The first of a double dip for the Baltimore Orioles is going to be Anthony Santander taking on the Brewers on the road. Corbin Burns on the hill for Milwaukee, 3.5 projected FIP. Very good. Now, Santander, the switch hitter, so you don't have to worry about any real platoon splits, but 3.7 run implied total for the Orioles. not very good. Not a lot of scoring expected for Baltimore today. Can Santander get it done? Yeah, of course. But 61% of the time, I expect him to go under the 6.5 mark at PrizePicks. This one is pretty easy. We got lucky, though. There is another Oriole with a comparable under, so we're teaming them up, trying to grab a little bit of correlation. And that Oriole is going to be ADLEY RUTSCHMAN. Obviously, the exact same matchup on the road against Milwaukee and Corbin Burnes. Again, a switch hitter, so you don't really have to worry too much about the platoon splits. He's just going to hit from the left-hand side. Same implied total, similar stature as a hitter. The line is set at 7. I think he goes under it 60% of the time. If we're willing to go to Santander, we might as well be willing to add RUTSCHMAN to the list. We're just making a bet today on Corbin Burnes. If you want to add a Corbin Burnes prop, I understand it. If you're willing to take 2 unders here, you're probably willing to take an over on Burnes. We're not just taking unders today, folks. We've got something to celebrate. That is the over for Mookie Betts on the road in Cincinnati. The park plays up runs, plays up power. Brandon Williamson on the hill for the Reds. 5.24 projected FIP via Steamer. That is about as bad as it gets if you want to have somebody go out there and be a regular starter. Amazing matchup. Oh, by the way, you're getting the righty-lefty matchup, so Betts even gets the platoon split. 6.2 run implied total for the Dodgers. We're expecting tons of offense. I have Mookie Betts projected for 11.7 fantasy points. The line is set at 8.5. I think he goes over it 60% of the times. Unless you hate the Dodgers, or if you hate Mookie Betts because he left Boston, although I don't think we're blaming Mookie Betts for that one. This is the spot we're cheering for today. We're cheering for scoring from Mookie Betts. There we go, folks. The picks are in. Here are the 6 plays for today. We're going Corbin Carroll under, Mookie Betts over, Anthony Santander and ADLEY RUTSCHMAN under, cheering against those Orioles, Nolan Arenado under, and Pete Alonso under. That rounds out my card for Wednesday, June 7th. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel. Good luck, everybody. Back again tomorrow, doing it all again.